Hello and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up a soundboard that you can use to annoy your friends on various programs and games using a program called MorphVox Pro. So what we're going to be covering in this video is the software that you need, as well as the installation process, the setup and use of those programs, and also settings in other various programs that you need to change in order for this to work properly. I'm going to be going over a lot of things in this video, and if there are things you already know how to do or that you need to skip because they don't pertain to you, there will be timestamps in the description, as well as every link and every web page that I go to will be provided in the description below. So without further ado, let's get started. Now the first thing you can see is I have MorphVox Pro open right here, and you can see next to it I have my Stremdeck application. If you don't know, an Elgato Streamdeck is a little device that you can have on your desktop, or on your desk rather, I should say. That gives you basically 15 programmable buttons. And if you have an Elgato Streamdeck, at the end of this video I will be showing you how to use that along with MorphVox, so that way it's easier to access your soundboard. So the first thing we want to do is we want to head over to our browser, and we're going to locate the Screaming Bee MorphVox website. So here's the voice changer right here, and as you can see, it is $40. But if you're like me, and you can't afford to spend $40 on a voice changer, then you're in luck, because I'm going to show you how to do it for absolutely free. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come up to the address bar now, and we're going to paste this link in. This link, of course, is going to be in the description, and it's going to bring you to this website here. Now, don't touch anything on this website. Don't touch any of this stuff. If you have pop-ups, don't touch them as well. And if you have an ad blocker like I do, disable it and refresh the page, because it's not going to work otherwise. If nothing's happening for you, try giving it a refresh. Okay. Now, we don't want to touch anything. Don't touch the pop-ups. What we're waiting for is we're waiting 5 seconds for this skip ad button. We're going to click on that, and it's going to bring us to a download website. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit download. Again, if you're having issues, you might just want to disable your ad blocker if you have one, and give it a refresh. All right. Just be careful. Don't touch any of the advertising. Sometimes advertisements will have download buttons. Make sure you're pressing the correct one. That's going to give us our download down here. It's going to be a .zip. So if you do not have a program that can open that, I would definitely recommend Winrar. 7-zip as well. That also works. If you don't have Winrar, there'll be a link in the description for it. If you need help installing it, look it up on YouTube. Okay, once your file is finished downloading, we're going to go here and we're going to hit open. I'm going to open on my second monitor, but I'm going to drag it over for you. Okay. This is what we got. We have our installer, we have our cracked folder, and we have our add-ons folder. So these are add-ons you can add later. I've got quite a few of them. But if you wanna use the voice changer and you wanna have some fun voices, you can use these installers. I'll probably be adding a couple more later on. What we're gonna do is right from WinRAR. You don't even have to worry about extracting it, but we're going to just run the installer, which is gonna extract for us. Okay. So it's gonna, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's gonna come up asking if you want to allow this to make changes to your device. You're just gonna hit yes. Okay. Now because I have Screaming Bee open already, it's gonna ask me to close it, so I'm just going to do that really quick. Okay. So now we have the installer here, and we're just going to hit install. So this is the normal installer. This is going to install the program completely normally. You're going to hit agree, which is going to give you the trial version, right? So I'm going to hit, I'm going to uncheck launch after install. Hit next. And then this is going to ask you what folder you're going to put it in. The default folder, you can leave it as that. For me personally, because I already have it installed and I don't want to mess up the previous installation, I'm just going to switch it over to my second hard drive, and I'm just going to install it there. All right, and I'm just going to throw everything in there. But you can leave that completely default if you'd like. So we're just going to wait for that to be installed. Okay, and once that's finished, we can hit close and close, and we're just going to disable everything here. I'm going to, let's see. This is the original one I have. So if you go over to your File Explorer and then go down to where you have everything saved, this is where you're going to find your application. If it didn't create a desktop shortcut for you. We're going to launch it real quick. And it's going to tell you that you're using a trial. It may be going off of my previous one. I'm going to hit continue. Yes, okay. So for me, it's coming up that my demo has expired. For you, it's going to have a 7-day trial if you've never used it before. You can set it up like that. Every time you use it, it's going to come up with a trial notification. And after 7 days, it's not going to allow you to use it like it's doing with me. That's where our cracked file comes into play. So we're going to come over here, come over to the crack, and we're going to take this and just copy it right into there. All right, so our sps.dll is in there. And now we're going to boot it up once more. And this time you can see it's actually running. Now, the Streamdeck Pro is not installed. We're just going to hit yes to install that, because you're going to need that as well. Okay. Installation finished. Okay. And then it's going to boot up your MorphVox. So now that you have MorphVox Pro installed, how do we start creating sound effects? Well, if you go down to your sound effects section, you're going to have some in here by default. So stuff like an alarm clock that you can play, you know, a bottle breaking, or not breaking, but there's a lot of different sound effects that are already in here. If you'd like to add them yourself, you would click on the advanced button, come over to customize, and then from customize, go to next, and you can create a new sound effects pack. If you created a sound effects pack previously and you'd like to add to it, you can hit load existing sound effects pack. I'm going to hit create new one just to show you guys. All right, you can just name it. I'll just name it like new pack, something like that. And here's where you can add your sound effects. You can hit add, and then now you can come down and any sound effects you want to add, you can. So like I have a clip from a show called Camp Camp by Rooster Teeth. Right, so we can add that in here, hit next, and finish. And now we've added that one under our packs. So you can see the different packs I have here. So there's here's a pack I made. Here's another pack I made. And then here's the one I just made. You can come in here, play the effect.
You shut your whore mouth, Harrison!
Right? And it plays just as it should. Here's one that came with the software itself. So if you have MP3 files already, you can add them straight from here. Now, if you want to take a clip from something like a YouTube video, I can show you how to do that as well. If you want to take clips from YouTube videos and convert them to MP3s in order to use on your soundboard, I definitely recommend this website, wincreator.com. This website is a great website because not only can you convert the videos to MP3s, but you can also trim them right here. So all you would do is you would paste a URL into here, hit convert to either normal quality or high quality, depending on what you choose. It's going to take longer. And then after it's done converting, it'll give you an option to trim. And then right there, you can take just a section of audio that you'd like to use, and then you can download just that one section and then throw it in your soundboard. Okay, so now the next step would be to show you how to actually use the soundboard more efficiently. Because if you want, you can leave it just like this. And if you want to play a sound, you can come down here, choose your sound, hit play, and it all works out. Or you can come over here, go to preferences, and now we'll set up some key maps. So you go over here, push to map sound effects, and you can then choose a sound that you like, check it so that it's turned on, and then set your key. So I'm just going to set Monster Grunt really quick. I can hit, actually, you know what? I'll set one that I already have. Here's a clip from Ruby that is, I'll just play it for you. Maybe actually I can't play it right now because I have the preferences open, but I'll play it in a minute. So if we want to use it, we just have to click this check mark here, turn it on, and then hit set. I currently have it set to control numpad 7, and I do that in order to make sure that I don't accidentally have any other keys set. I tried doing one that was control P, and I ended up just print screening everything. So that's one thing. One of the problems I found when actually trying to set up hotkeys is trying to find ones that don't conflict, which is why I try to use like control numpad or control and your function keys. Something like that wouldn't, you think wouldn't have a hotkey for it. But even that I found that sometimes I'll click on one of my hotkeys and it'll do something in Discord that I never thought it would do. But once you have those set, we can hit OK. Okay. And now, let me just play that one for you.
I drink milk.
Okay. So after that, that should be your soundboard set up. You can add new MP3s into your sound packs, and you can play them from here, and you can even hotkey them. Now that you have the actual soundboard set up, we have to actually make it so that it works. So about halfway through the tutorial, I had to switch my OBS's audio input because that's how the soundboard actually works. So right now I'm going to switch it back for you, and I mean, right, if I do switch it back for you, you might hear sound effects play double because they're going to be playing through my desktop audio as well as my mic audio. But I'm going to do that just so I can also give you a listen to the voice changer. I'm going to bring OBS over for you. So now we're going to go into our infinite tunnel. I'm going to come up to File, Settings, and then Audio. And under Microphone, Audio Device, we're going to switch it from our default to Microphone Screaming B. Okay. Hit Apply. Okay. And now our audio is going through Screaming B first. So if you want to use the soundboard and if you want to use the voice changer on any program, you have to do that one step. So we can also do that with Discord. If I bring over Discord, and I can go into my sound settings, come over here to voice and video, and then your input device needs to be changed over to Microphone Screaming B. And then once it's set to that, you can see here that my voice is still being picked up, but now I can play different sounds and they will play through Discord as a mic input. All right, so now that we've learned how to add sound effects to our soundboard, and now that we've learned how to use them in programs such as Discord or OBS, I'll show you a little bit of the voice changer. If you'd like to skip this step and go straight to the Stream Deck, feel free to go down to the description and click on the timestamp. What I found is that a lot of the sounds that you can change your voice to are awful. I actually think the majority of them are awful. There's two main sounds that I use. I use cavern as well as telephone. So I have those hotkeyed as well. If you just click on them and you switch over between the two, it'll just switch up here. If you have them hotkeyed, it will it'll play like a little demonstration letting you know that you've switched over. So if I switch over to cavern,
current alias. Stalactites go down and stalagmites go up.
It plays that little message. And if I switch over to telephone,
current alias. Please leave a message after the beep.
So it'll do different things like that. I also have a hotkey set for turning my morph on and off. Again, if you want to set any of these hotkeys, just go over to your preferences, and you have them all under your key mapping. So you can push to talk, toggle morphing, toggle mute, stuff like that. And then if you want to hotkey any of the different voices here, you would hit voice map alias. So let's do that. Also, when you turn your morph on and off, you will hear this with a hotkey.
Morphing is on. Morphing is off.
So you can probably disable those sounds. You know, you can probably turn off the sounds on here, but if you want to use it on something like a video or a stream, there's all those settings you can mess with to turn that off. But now I'm going to show you the two that I mainly use, which is telephone and cavern. So I'll turn morph on, and this is what I sound like. Telephone one. This one doesn't sound too bad. You can use it to sound like you're talking over a radio or a telephone. And then I also like cavern. Cavern might sound a little weird. It'll give an echo, and then I don't know, on OBS it might cut out a little bit because I have some like noise suppression gates set up. So it might just sound a bit weird, but normally without those it won't sound as weird. Yeah, those are the two that I mainly use. The other ones, I mean, some of them sound okay, I guess. I mean, some of them are just weird, like furry voices. I don't really understand that, but that was one of the extras that I downloaded because it was free. But with this cracked version, within the cracked files, you have pretty much all of the add-ons for free here. So the main add-on I would recommend downloading is Special Effects Voices. That one's normally like $5 on their website, but on our add-ons, you can get them for free. And if you would like to add any add-ons, they all are application files, so you just run the application files. Make sure that you have your proper folder directory set, and they should install for you. Next thing, if you have an Elgato Streamdeck, you can use this as well. In order to use this, you will have to set hotkeys for all of your sounds. And then you can just set them to hotkeys on here. So we can go over here, Stream Deck. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. System, there it is. And under System, you have a hotkey tab. Just click it, drag it over. You can title it whoever you want, and then you can click on the hotkey here. So I'm just going to go Control Numpad 7, like the one I showed you. And then when I press that on my Stream Deck,
I drink milk.
It comes up. I'm not sure if that was double for you guys, but that will play through your microphone input. So if you would like to annoy your friends on Discord or annoy people on in-game chats, you can do so. All right, well, thank you for watching. If there's anything I missed, anything you want to know more about, anything that was a little confusing, make sure to leave a comment down below. I did kind of do this unscripted, just just out in the open there. So there might have been things I missed, might have been things that came off a little confusing, especially because I'm downloading files on top of files. So it's now I have 2 different destinations of MorphVox. So like I said, anything doesn't work out for you, anything you need clarification for, please leave a comment down below. And if you'd like to see more content from me, feel free to head over to my other channel. I do make some gaming videos. They're not very good, but I would appreciate if you did come over and support that channel. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Hopefully this helped you out, and go annoy your friends.